throw the goddamn flag! What the hell's going on out here?
If you get your feelings hurt, that's too bad.
Don't be cute. Don't be pretty. Be good.
With all this head coaching talk over the last couple of days, I figured it'd be a good time to check back into this chapter of Coach 'em Up and bringing up the next guy I believe that would be a good head coach in the NFL. My focus today is another player turned coach, Anthony Weaver. Anthony Weaver played 7 years in the NFL, 4 with the Baltimore Ravens and 3 with the Houston Texans on the defensive line. When he felt his playing career was over, Anthony Weaver went ahead and started getting into coaching, getting a coaching job in Florida, later North Texas. Getting his foot in the door as a defensive graduate assistant, and then later on a defensive line coach at North Texas, Anthony Weaver started getting his feet wet in the whole world of football coaching. It would soon get a call from the New York Jets, where his old defensive coordinator Rex Ryan brought him in as the assistant defensive lineman coach. And after brief stops in Buffalo and Cleveland as a defensive line coach, he would then find himself back in Houston as a defensive line coach for the Texans. He'd stay in Houston for a while and then actually become the defensive coordinator for the Texans in 2020. And let's be honest about this, having these kind of things on your resume as a coach is pretty damn good. Not to mention you going up from being a defensive line coach to a defensive coordinator, and even after that he wasn't done. Weaver would make one more move and go back to the team that drafted him in the first place, the Baltimore Ravens, becoming their defensive line coach. And now currently, he is not just a defensive line coach, he is also the assistant head coach. Now, why do I think he'd be a good head coach? Well, he's gone through every kind of way you can be a coach, from assistant to coordinator to assistant head coach. He's been around great minds, head coaching-wise, coordinator-wise, guys like Rex Ryan, Romeo Crennel, and even with him being at the Baltimore Ravens position he is in now, he's getting good influence from John Harbaugh and even from the coaches on that staff as well. Anthony Weaver's gotten praise not just from coaches, but players as well. And one of the big names that gave him praise was J.J. Watt, one of the best defensive players to ever play the game. So if you got guys like that in your corner that will support you becoming a head coach, I think you should be a head coach. And we can sit here and act like there are teams in the NFL that don't need new head coaches or coaches won't be losing their job anytime soon. But if a lot of these teams keep going the way they're going, Anthony Weaver will have an opportunity, and I think he should take it. And knowing the kind of man that he is, he's going to keep learning, he's going to keep grinding, he's going to keep moving forward until he gets that job. Picking the brain with anybody that he can, making himself smarter, which is going to be hard because I'm hearing a lot of folk saying that he's a really smart coach and he knows how to relate with the players as well. The code of becoming a head coach in the NFL has been changing lately. And with the new wave that Indy is gone, what's to say another team won't do the same? But I do know one thing. If and when Anthony Weaver is given the opportunity, I think he'd be a good addition to any ball club that picks him up. Whenever that day comes, only time will tell.